Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Billy's Blades and Tools. Glad you could stop in and check out my videos. Today I'm going to be doing some cleaning on some knife sheaths. Got 4 of them here I want to scrub up and get them all cleaned up, and then when they dry we'll put some Rubidoux Creek leather wax on there and get them all moisturized and bring them back to life. But anyway, I know it's been a while since I've done a video. Things have been a little crazy around here. My sister-in-law moved up here from Florida, so we've been helping her get all situated. And my daughter and son-in-law, they bought 15 acres about 2 hours east of where I live here on the west side of Columbus. And so they're dealing with that, helping them get moved in. They're not moving out there. It's just going to be their like weekend house, and it's got a little house on there. Nice woods, about 15 acres of woods behind them. My grandson's real happy because got his dirt bike all going now. Got it running good, so he has it out at their new place. Got to ride it a little bit out there. We've had a lot of rain here. Nowhere near what's been happening down south, some of the other states, but things have been a little drenched here. So anyway, don't want this to be a long video, but we'll get cleaning on these sheaths and we'll see how they turn out. All right, here we are. Got 4 sheaths here that I need to clean up. This one was from my father-in-law's military knife that was made from a saber. I have a prior video talking about this. This one from a fillet knife. It belonged to my father-in-law. It's Martini, Finland. Yeah, but the sheath is pretty worn, dirty, probably fishy, but this is the knife. Handle needs a little work on it, but yeah, that's it. So we'll work on that sheath. This sheath, got it at a antique mall. This is the knife that came with it. It's an Imperial. I talked about this knife in another video. The handle is not original. It's some kind of wood. I may redo it at some point, but for right now, the knife is an Imperial. The sheath stamped in here says made in Germany. So this is probably not the original sheath, but it's in fairly good condition. It has been re-sewn here with some kind of fishing line, I guess you'd say, nylon of some sort. That can be redone. But right now, I'm just going to be doing some cleaning on it so we can assess it. There's a cut back here. Not sure what that's about, but the strap is in fairly good condition. It's just very dry. This sheath I picked up at an antique mall. No knife, but it does say genuine leather on there, and it's in real good condition. The stitching is still good there. It's got, rivets here at the critical points, so just needs a good cleaning. Not sure what knife I'll put in that. I've got a couple fixed blade knives that might be able to go in here, so let's get cleaning. Got my saddle soap here. Got a little bit of water, using an old toothbrush. I know they've got like shoe brushes you can buy to do this stuff with, but I've always got old toothbrushes around. I use them in the garage a lot for different things. Get this stuff lathered up here. Let's see if I can get you a little closer. There we go. And just start scrubbing. But we'll get these things all scrubbed up. In case you're wondering, I don't know if you can see it, it says pig on here. They're mats that I've used in the garage and used to use it when I was a motorcycle mechanic at the shops. You put it underneath, it absorbs. This is a 4-in-1 mat that it'll absorb water, oils, antifreeze, any liquid. And I use it when I'm doing this kind of work, because that way I can clean up easier. And it absorbs all the liquid. So but I gotta roll that out in the garage that I use when I'm working on doing mechanical stuff around oil and whatnot. So, but yeah, it does help keep the work area clean. Yeah, these sheaths they've probably never been cleaned. Probably been around for decades. So we'll do what we can to get them cleaned up best I can anyway. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera there. We've been dealing with a little bit of rain here in central Ohio. Nothing like some of my southern states have been doing. Some of our other YouTube channels are down south. Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, Georgia. Let's get this water closer. But we've just had a lot of rain. No tornadoes or anything like that here. A lot of thunder and lightning. But overall, where I'm at, it's been fairly decent as far as hazardous weather. Yeah, so I'm going to have to let these sheaths dry at some point, and I'll be waxing them all up to get them all moist again. Get the rag here, wipe some of this stuff off. And it'll take a day for this to dry good. But once it's dry, we're going to use some of the Uberdo Creek Outdoors wax that I got from Justin. I get inside the belt loop here a little better. Yeah. Try to get everything clean, every area clean best we can. Yeah. Sorry if I was out of the frame there. Trying something a little different. I'm always bumping the camera when I have it in front of me. So thought I'd try it on the side this time. Now there is a liner inside this here. Some kind of liner. I don't know what that is, but it helps keep the blade from cutting the sheath, I guess. But I don't know what it's made of. But anyway, there's that one. A little damp, but we'll put that aside. Start working on the next one. Almost dumped the water. Surprised it's taking this long for me to do that. I've never stitched anything. I guess maybe it's time for me to learn. Watched a lot of my YouTube buddies doing it, but I've never tried it myself. So maybe this would be a good project to learn on. Wow, this one is dirty. I'll take that strap out of here. Easier to clean the whole thing. There we go. Yeah, get the leather clean, and we can polish up the snap. And there we go. Yeah, this is end up going to be a good looking sheath once it's all done. Probably use a light colored thread to stitch it. Yeah. Okay. We get down inside that belt loop there. Yeah, these are gonna be some good looking sheaths once they're all waxed up and all clean. Yeah. Definitely needed some cleaning. All right, let's wipe this one down. Gotta get these rivets all polished up too once we get everything, all the leather rejuvenated. I can just barely make out somebody kind of wrote BG or something like that on the back. Just barely. But yeah, get that strap cleaned up. Put that in there for now. Let's put that up. Now, let's work on the old fishing knife sheath. See, the end of it is, they got this little tag on the end there. Looks like a fish tail, I guess, but it's pretty worn. Looks like it might break off here pretty soon, but we'll see what we can do to get this cleaned up and maybe save it. Not sure how old this is, but it belonged to my father-in-law. He's passed away years ago. But still a lot of these knives around. Hopefully we'll get this thing looking a little better. Get the leather all rejuvenated here, cleaned up. Yeah, get this belt strap here, this hanger. Gotta love old toothbrushes. Good for something other than brushing your teeth. Get a new one every 6 months when I go to the dentist, so might as well reuse them. All right, let's wipe this baby down. Just realized on the hanging strap here. There's a little spot here. I guess you can put that onto a button to hang it. But something on the leather there. Piece of glue or something. Yeah. J. Martin. Yeah. Got a little fish there. I think it says Rapala. It's got a registered trademark there. Made in Finland. You can see all the leather working there, the stamp, whatever they used to do that. So it's in, great condition. Just was dirty. Yep. But we'll get her all cleaned up here. Won't be like new, but it'll be a whole lot better. That's for sure. Yeah. So there's that now. There's 3 sheaths. I'll let them dry overnight. I'll come back to them. Now down to the World War II sheath. I know I talked about it in a previous video. Don't know if this is the original sheath. My father-in-law didn't talk much about it, so. Get this all cleaned up. I've had it in a display case for years, and I want to get it cleaned up and oiled up before I put it back. Get it all cleaned up so I can store it away, keep it clean so I can pass it on, keep it in the family. Nice heavy duty sheath, that's for sure. this all wiped down. Wow, just being damp already looks better. Yeah. Yeah, looking better already. Let that dry good. There's all the sheaths now. They're all damp. Hopefully cleaner than they were. They all look pretty good. But yeah, that one's looking better. That one's looking a whole lot better. That one's going to be nice when it's all oiled up, waxed up. In this one, I might try my hand at stitching. Never done it before, so you got any insight on where to start? Leave me a comment. But yeah, so we'll let those dry, and then I'll come back and wax them up. I'm going to be using some of this Rubidoux Creek Outdoors. Oops, sorry. We ordered that from them. He's got a channel or whatever you call it on Whatnot. I ordered it from him on there, but I've used it on a few knives here and there. It's good for knives, good for leather. So we'll try that out. I also wanted to give a shout out to Rubidoux Creek. Clark's Kentucky Knives sent me this. Got the little Jesus dude here. He sent me that, and then a kerchief and some other things. But I just want to pray for all the people down in the southern states that got hit by all these bad storms. But I also wanted to do a little shout out to YouTube channel, and I'll put a little thing in the description. But I was watching Knife Delights. He's got a really good knife channel on cleaning knives, and he's like me. I like to soak all my knives in mineral oil, and so I was soaking them, and I got a little bin that I soak them in, and then I like to let them hang or let them drip dry basically. And I kept trying to figure out what to do. I was using little clips and hanging them from different things, and it's like I got to find out something better. And then I was watching Knife Delights, and I saw him using a strainer, so I went to the dollar store, $1.25 store, and I picked up a strainer. I had this little, I didn't have any plastic coffee cans or anything to put it on, and I found this little plastic thing and a bunch of stuff that I had, and I had these two knives soaking for a couple days, and so they're a mess to clean up, but it's better if you can let them drip. So I let them drip off most of the oil in here overnight. Actually, it's been 2 nights. So thank you for that. And while I was at the dollar store, I went ahead and picked up a smaller version. Had this Ziploc thing here that'll fit in there. I had to cut the handle down because the handle was this much longer and it was causing this to tip out, but I can use this for smaller knives. So that worked out pretty good. Haven't used this one yet, but I plan on using that for letting my knives drip a little bit before I wipe them down. But anyway, I'll come back and we'll add some wax to these and get them all shined up, make them look good, make them last longer.